the nice guy syndrome is devilish, man. It's worse than you think. I know this for sure because I was a victim of one. Not exactly a victim, but really I was stuck in that mode and stuck in that zone of just suffering the nice guy syndrome. This may have to do with the personality traits you were just born with, or in some other cases this might have to do with the way you were raised, so that is your childhood, things of that nature. And I mean, I just said in the beginning of this video that the nice guy syndrome is devilish. So you know how do you have any knowledge of that Bible verse where it reads, the devil comes in as the angel of light? So, and I know another saying that is a very old saying that it goes like the way to hell and destruction, it is filled with good intentions. So how do I put this very well? The nice guy syndrome, it is essentially what it is and what you're doing if you're working and if you're just operating in that nice guy syndrome, is that you are just masking yourself. You are not being authentic and trying to be honest. Just now, even though I've been practicing seed retention for quite some time, and I try to pray to God and I try to put in the effort doing the inner work, I still find it really difficult to be myself. And I hope you're not. And but for those of you who might find this very relatable, I would recommend you that you get rid of that nice guy syndrome as quick as possible. That's for the good of yourself and the people around you, and for, I would say, for your future spouse, your future partner that will bear children to you. And I mean, I feel quite normal just speaking these words, but in my deepest hearts, I feel great pain, man, because when you're operating in that mode of that nice guy syndrome, you are not showing other people, not that you have to show every side of you to every single person that you meet and interact, but I'm saying, when you're operating in that nice guy syndrome, you are not just literally, you're not being yourself, and you're not showing your true self to others, so other people might get confused, really. So yeah, it is really convenient to think that other people's are always faulty. Like, it is very convenient to do that, right? It is very convenient to just simply conclude that in every social interaction and in every interaction that you had with other people, and you had some sort of conflict and you had some sort of troubles and problems that seemed unsolvable and that seemed like almost impossible to overcome, like on your part. And like, that's same for myself too. Like, it would have been very convenient to have done that, but as some times have passed, I've come to realize that, man, I gotta do some work, like, on my part. And looking back in retrospect, I was dealing with a lot of people. Like, again, this could be because of my childhood and the specific ways that I was raised, but I do not want to I'm 29 years old, so I do not want to blame either of my parents for any of that, but some you know, we are, each of us are dealt with different cards, so to speak, in life. And some of us are it's pretty much accurate to say some of us are ahead of some others in certain areas. Like, just simply, the most obvious things would be like the people that are blessed financially in their family and stuff like that, and we would say that those people are ahead of other people in some ways, right? And it doesn't need to be only applied to the financial aspect of our lives. Like, some people, I think, are just born less sensitive. Like those people are dull people, but it's not to say that those people are foolish or less developed people, but those people have their own virtues and own good stuff, advantages of being a less sensitive person. And speaking of myself, I was always on the more sensitive side, and I would even say that my psyche, the uniqueness of my own psyche, it is leaned towards the more the feminine side. So like I don't know if any of you guys are interested in MBTI personality types, but I myself am an INFJ type of person, and I've read some written stuff about those personality types, and it is said to be that the INFJ people are very feminine. I was as I was reading those paragraphs, I was nodding, and I could agree to those words, that how my mind works and how I tend to do the framework of how I perceive the world and other people. Just, yeah, I would have liked to be less sensitive and more of a macho man type, more of the obviously masculine type personality, those tough guys. But it is what it is, man. I'm just born with this type of personality, and I gotta, and it is same for you, man. If you are born with any kind of personality traits, you gotta, it's pretty obvious, but you gotta take advantage of that. You gotta leverage that in your best interest. And I believe for sure that it is God's will too. I am quite sure that God wants each of us to just put the best potential out there in the world, and just be a blessing to everyone around you. And how you do that is by putting the inner work and doing the praying and reading the scriptures and doing the right thing, no matter the situations and your own emotional turmoil. That's how we become more masculine and more manly, and so that we would be more desirable in the eyes of the females. Some people, I have seen a handful of people that speak on seed retention that was very cynical about why the motivations of why people are doing seed retention. But as for myself, I think it's only a very good thing that if any of you guys started or are just currently doing seed retention for attention of females. I do not care, man. If just, I think of a Bible verse that just came across my mind right now, is when the Apostle Paul has said uh I think it was First Corinthians or Galatians, I do not quite remember exactly, but one time he said, I do not care if anybody is preaching the gospel out of pride or um out of the love of himself or out of genuine love for Christ. And what he did care is, like he also said, the Apostle Paul said, I do not care the motivations of why any person should preach the gospel of Christ, but the thing is, just the thing that matters is that the gospel is being preached. And similarly, I think about the same, man. Like, I do not really care about the motivations, really. I do care that you will do good in life and you will be blessed in every way possible. Like, I pray for your well-being, man. I do, like, want everything good happening your way, but really I do not care so much, like, if you really did seed retention for, like, being, like, more popular, being that guy that is. And some people in the manosphere community, they like to say some men are select, and like, it is very intriguing and interesting thing to just think upon. And I really, like, honestly, I really want to be that guy. Like, you see, I have some bad genetics, speaking about some skincare and how my facial skin looks. Like, I can complain, but I can, like, improve myself, like, slowly, very slowly. Like, I can just like, put little bit more attention to what I just intake. So that is just the food, what kinds of food that I eat. And it's just like on one of those RPG games. Like, if you ever played those type of video games or some like computer games, like, you have to raise your own character, and there are those stats, you know what I mean? Like, but instead of playing those video games, now that you have come to some better realization of real life, and ultimately thanks to God, and just secondarily, I would thank this knowledge itself of the knowledge of seed retention. Like, all glory be to God, and it is for your good, man. So honestly, I really want to be that guy, whatever you want to name it, the select guy, the guy that is pre-selected. Like, and the reason behind that is because it is for my own happiness. Like, I do not want to be that incel. Like, I know that some very few malicious females and the malicious powers of this world just deliberately put out those words to make some men that are struggling in their lives, to just get mad and get, like, unreasonably just just troubled in their minds. Those things are happening, but I would like myself to be a person that is desired in many regards. I'm speaking this for you too, man. That will be the best option for your own mental health and your own emotional health, and just overall well-being of yourself. Like, and this also goes hand in hand with the same context of, the New Testament. In the New Testament, Yeshua himself said that we ought to, and also in the Old Testament, that we ought to love our neighbors as we love our own bodies. But, like, where do you start if you don't even have that love for yourself and love for, like, your if you don't have the love enough to just apply some self-care and self-love. Like, where does that, you gotta have that love, like rooting from God, and that love should overflow, and it should overflow and be a blessing to others in the end. But I'm telling you, the start has got to be within you. And the seed retention that I'm promoting through my channel, it will be the thing, man, the booster. So good luck to you guys. Like, please do win in life, and just please do put in the effort and take some time, like whether it be 1 month or 2-3 months, 6 months, 2-3 years, so from now. And I hope it will be very quick. And please comment down in the comment section, so that I can know and witness and bless you better. Man, there's just this old man in his 70s. As I'm recording this in my car, he was just staring my way, man. These things happen very often. People want to take your attention, not always in, you know, ill-willed way, but like this can be something very bothering to you. You gotta get used to it, man. As some of my subscribers always told me, encouraged me to get used to it. That is true, man. So thanks for watching. It is 14th of September, so it's day 47 of me uploading a video every day for 150 days. And FYI, this thing I'm doing, it is inspired thanks to Jack Hopkins. He's the English guy, also known as the CEO of Testosterone. That guy, when he started his channel, he has told in one of the interviews he did, one of the podcasts he did, that he did upload 150 videos in 150 days, and that made his channel grow. So I'm, the imitation is the mother of creation. So I'm trying to imitate that guy in a good way, man. So thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I send you hope and blessings. Peace. I love you. Bam. I'll see you in the next one soon.